This is how I learned one of the most powerful principles of living successfully on earth. And you can't teach this to anybody. You can't tell this to anybody. You have to fucking experience. You got to go out and do something that puts you in a situation where you are in dire straits in order to see this magical happening. Dude, I kid you not. I would live up until the last day of the month with zero ability to pay the rent. I don't have the money. My credit cards are maxed out. I don't have a new client. I don't know what I'm going to do. I would say to Colleen, okay, we start preparing. I'd say, okay, so the first thing we're going to cut off is the cable, right? We just don't need TV anymore. Turn that off. You know, that was like $30 a month or whatever. Then we'll turn off the electricity. So there are certain things, like we'll stop paying this bill, we'll stop paying that bill. We had a plan. It was like, okay, because we're coming up, I don't have any fucking money. There's no money. I never fretted. I was never worried. It was always like, okay, cool. This is the way it is. This is how we're going to proceed. Every single time, I kid you not, call it God, call it magic, call it the universe, call it fucking luck if you want. But every single time, the money just appeared. It just appeared. Essentially, somebody would call me, hey, Elliott, I'd like to come to your gym today. I want to see what it's all about. They would sign up. Oh, and I want my wife to sign up too. Or I want my child to sign up too. Boom, just enough money. Paid the bill. Every fucking time, dude. It's unbelievable how magical that shit worked. Then it got even worse because I was in such debt that I was about to go bankrupt. And we hired a company to help me avoid bankruptcy. And the guy was like, okay, bro, you're going to have to pay. It was something like $3,000 a month. $3,000 a fucking month. That was more than my mortgage and my rent. And he was like, this is the only way we could do it, Elliott. Do you think you can make it happen? I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't have fucking $3,000 a month, bro. I can't do this. I'm going to have to do the bankruptcy. And he said, Elliott, can you do this? I said, yeah, I can. Because I knew at that point I had experienced just enough. I've experienced it enough times to know that if I commit to something, if I say, yes, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And it's going to happen fucking magically. I put in the effort. I put in the intention that this is what's going to happen. And then I go to work. And I don't know how it's going to work, but it just fucking works. Every single time. Call me blessed. Call me lucky. I don't know what the fuck you want to call me. But when I set my mind on something, when I have a clear intention and I say, yes, this is going to happen, it fucking happens. That's the God's honest truth. And the most difficult thing for me at this point in my life is to figure out what I want next. Conviction. Intention and conviction. Intend what you want and be so convinced that it's going to happen that it just fucking happens. And I wish I could be like, oh, here's how I made it happen. See, that would be really pleasing to my ego, and it would be very pleasing to everybody watching these videos. Like, okay, boom. Let's hear it, Elliott. Step 1, what'd you do? Step 2, step 3, step 4. There was no fucking steps. There was, this is what I want. This is what's going to happen. Now I'm going to do whatever work is available to me right now. Something else made that shit magically happen. Call it whatever you will. You know, I take full credit, hardcore credit. Yes, like fuck Obama talking about you didn't do this. I did it. I take full credit for 50% of the fucking game. The other 50%, something else. Allah. I don't care. Call it whatever you want. Something that I had no hand in supported the other 50%. You just put your fucking work in. You do your half, the other half will be done for you. The problem is most people, a number of things happen for most people. They never get clear about what they want, so there's no intention. There's no intention whatsoever. They say, oh, I'd like this, I'd like that. This would be nice. Boy, I wish. They never say, this is what's going to happen. That's usually where most people fuck up. It's that very first step. This is what's going to happen. Which is your intention and then conviction that it's going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. So that's one part of it. One part of it is people, they don't get very clear about what they want. Second part is they never put in a full 50%. I say give 50%, not 50% of your effort. You give 100% of your effort, but you fulfill 50% of what has to happen, knowing that just by doing your part, you're setting off the domino effect in some cosmic way that the other 50% is going to be taken care of. So you have to have faith. You have to have faith that the work that you're putting in is fulfilling your half. And then you step away and allow success to happen.